season of oil, Kosha Chavor, Shachat the Nisha, Acha un game, Cumbernauld, Ike Broadwood. There's on a game, either Johnstone Burgh, Agus, Tranent. Agus Sean Skipian, a chain of mach, a drasta, Agus hitching in a shuku, Arnyak Adish, there's on a game show. Alico Hedge.
More than Gavika, like a session of doers, give it at the click of the horn, Kuchper, Fagana Kuchper in the Shinya, and the Balkosha, it figure do, the Ashka Jedi in the Nuys in Chiok. Agus shot the Kiat, Agus the Noch Chiok of Hariket, Kurs Gerenach, Bush at their taskipper, had got Blianic and more, in a Nachbush Gleig. Johnstone Burgh, schoolig, look at Kelm in a fast shot. Marahan Skippy and Agus Johnstone Burgh, Chidach Maravan. Agus is on Tranent, just a quick word that I had at the note, Agus the Machlin. He's a here at Val, look at the UC, in the Gian, Johnstone Burgh, Agus split, skip out, Johnstone Burgh, just took a foul for Agus. And we get that play, if you can later. Thank you, look. You're always wary of those when you come to the edge of the box. You have to be doubly sure that you don't stray outside the box.
Yeah, Kelby Mason does really well there because his borderline is right on the line. But that, you know, particularly in this stadium, that high swirling wind, he comes in and helps really well there.
Mishnya kan alleen. Gejaren sinds aan zuur de poort zeggen. Zoals Godiver die is. Tune Divoasta. Again, he's just showing he's got that confidence, Gordon. He's prepared to shoot from distance. He's good in getting the ball under control and gives himself the opportunity just to turn and get that shot away.
Yeah, I think you know, that's what Kieran Diver is. He's a proper number 9. I think he's looking to get that shot off, gets a shot off in the first 10 minutes.
Karen, zo'n kusachtje lezen naar Paula, dat is sterk gevaar. Dat gesteld. En is play, Tranent. It's a Kappa of Johnstone Burgh, Barrel line with Ash, passing a stick in the box of Mullen. I guess fair this chin of Ash Golat, no Dean Brett, Nuringa. Hang on the line as the Yarriga Ash, Hachiana Shin. I guess Hutchings Sassarat Gata, Jim Skill of Anvo Mason. Kildee, Kachumalato, Mullen, Suri, Duvhal, I guess Kerr, Machanyev. Donald, Macherius, Mullen. Esplin. Listen. Goedje die is voor Johnstone Burgh, McDonald en een Runga heen. Skarashin Pata follow. Yeah, it's been a good period for Johnstone Burgh, Gordon, and really good football again, working the opening, and McDonald just couldn't curl the shot on target there.
Yeah, again, built their way into the attacking half really nicely. I think initially it was a really nice take from Aaron Mason. He gets the ball at McDonald. I think both systems cancel each other out to an extent.
Kieran Diver, Nuringas and Arthur,
I wasn't too sure on that when I first seen it.
Here it comes.
It's maybe just the trailing leg maybe, but is what the ref's probably going on, just the trailing leg catches him, but he's a wee bit unfortunate there.
Back at Hassestay, Stoch Risake, Jiva, Giano Shin, Mullen, G Shassachil, Mullen Tokagar, I guess. Chief of Fatsa, Vashinafala, Mishnikov Kilyor, Fiachin Kiyu. Mullen from distance always has to be spot on, but it was always going away from the goal.
Yeah, I think from that distance it would need to be pretty special to beat Kelby Mason, but both Max Kerr and Mullen have got it in the locker to hit a good shot on target there.
Suli Diachin haast de reach dat Ballard hoker van 'n goal lag die is. Want Hanneke verklei mag kyk van Hutchings as William Kroisen in the here tail line a gebouwde de goed voor de line. As you were saying, Gordon, the delivery was better. The goalkeeper Gamble didn't get enough on it, and Hutchings thought he had put Tranent ahead.
My initial reaction was he'd put a bit much air in it and it was goalkeeper's ball, but Scullion just misjudged it slightly and it gave Tranent that wee chance.
Zo'n vast session in the here. Yeah, the here line. I guess Danny O'Neill around gaat goed voor de line. Oh, I guess hard to die in the state drops it. One of their passing. Hard to die in the state. Some swinging, could he had a Gertrude who had the helm van de shin. Yeah, Johnstone Burgh didn't learn the lesson, that they didn't reset, and from the corner, I think it's Girdwood that gets his head on that, Gordon, and that's a very good finish at the near post.
Yeah, exactly what I just spoke about. In finals, you need that delivery, you need that bit of quality. And it's nicely whipped into that front post area, and he just gets off his man there. That's a lovely header.
Girdwood Lishadul Maha, agus Huda Fala, when a chlichit that the Vakumal Sule, Paul the loop against the. Just gets away from his marker, and Johnstone Burgh will defensively will be disappointed with the way they handle that. Yeah,
he does brilliant. For me, I just focus on the good striker play. He bounces off his man brilliant, he swivels his net, and it's a brilliant header.
The Girdwood le Keir Tuil Giach in a stig and Yemse in the days and Coig Giach Tuil Akison and Ishjagus Tranent Ed Hoshach and the Jew and what a time to take the lead as well, Gordon, just before half time.
Yep, it's that old cliche. Brilliant time to score a goal. They'll just want to be nice and compact now and see it through at half time.
Mullen, the machine hook al Sheikh, the Rish, Itchison as a rod. Juval at the hook, Mackenzie. Oh, she caught him out, Juval Boesplin, the skipper, agus Alan Mackenzie. This Jug, Vavian, the path, get us there, a fool. Agus Vakod Akison, le Shachara Mageda, again a hit lay, Stochavic in the Persian. Wafata follow up, it Hoshach lay Unia, Shak Broadwood, Johnstone Burgh, and Yoni, Tranent to Hoon. Dash of the Fath, Agus Tranent, Machlin Mahat, Agus Johnstone Burgh. Could it Dara Dikato? Got a big into him the hele. It's the tunnel. Check maar even een klieg dan zijn maken. Zijn is kadach er big into gal en ik tasje gedaan lees dat kars woeie. Zijn Savinach, zijn Malcolm MacDonald, Johnstone Burgh. Again, just into the second half and does leave the foot in late. Again, I think you can understand why the referee gave that.
Yeah, I think it's certainly a caution. He catches him just on the top of the foot there.
Fijne val van Mason, dat in de paard kit. Johnstone Burgh, fijne dash, moest nice in de bank liggen waar. Moest een crew tot de stegen de duivel Mason het eerste de likkel en Nies chat weet je de Gary Fachtel shot. It's Scott Graham smunjen, I guess that Kars Vuye in a line. I guess Kars Vuye.
I think the referee does really well to just let it breathe initially because there were a few tasty challenges going in, but there was nothing overly that I thought was a foul, but I think he's got that one right. You know, it's very late from Gray, just trying to get back at him there.
Schiet de tjil van juist de gespen en zijn tegen de keer op het trooien. Mackenzie, yo, I shouldn't fast. I guess Matt could have killed the Mason at Ashley Elena. Instinctive finish from distance, and the goalkeeper was alive to the danger there when Diver picked that up.
Yeah, had a really good shape about it, and you know, you talk about instinctive finishers, that's certainly what Kieran Diver is, but as you said, good positioning from Kelby Mason.
Bossie douche and Farlatol, Jay Suringasan again it is. Jimmy Killen Mullen has that, come on, Hassan and Falla boy, gewoon nog toe dat try Gordon of Yekin die handling it in a room game. In a Hastley, I guess. But in a Matt room again, a do that stew the ball of that gear. It did ever so well to create that room for himself, Danny Handling, but couldn't get enough purchase or direction on the final shot.
It's really good feet initially when the ball comes into him. It's tight in the box here, and he makes a fake and he gets a shot off, but just needs to get it in the corner. Unlucky.
Kenzie McDonald is careful, yeah. Lafferty, Davidson, I guess McCann, the G&A then. Lafferty coming on. Davidson, you thought maybe could have started as well, Gordon, so it's a real shake-up as you suggested, but yeah, the manager's seen enough. 10 minutes into the second half or more and he needs to change it. Look at even the juniors, I guess faster. Shechad i de van Tarsing, Neil Matt fine as a rat at the north of a Shinach Kichel Nille. This year a ball stop. Laat de Fallavach Diver Kachumal Stui. Shechad Hutchins y bawl yn yr asig tarsing. Thanks for Curran, so like Lafferty at Yahoo. Really good play from Kieran Diver again on the far side, Gordon, and the ball flashed across and just evaded Kyle Lafferty at the back post.
Yeah, it was brilliant there, the wee step over in Hutchins, and he flashes it across, and it's Stuart McCann.
Lafferty, yeah. Cwnad mar out, tor arig hyn mar sy'n gyffwyd at y gol y chatl, agos gygael y tyl. Neil lekker o safel y cwts mych chicken na dasig cael neile, agos sy'n forstanach. Gyda'n eich ffyrcleu, gyd ych eich efo Lafferty ystau y sy'n ydi'r. And you can sense now, Johnstone Burgh just had the wind in their sails, and Tranent have dropped very deep here. The goalkeeper stays in his line, and Lafferty almost equalises there. Yeah,
it's almost a combination of Lafferty and Diver, both going for it, both desperate to get their head on it. But yeah, those last two attacks, they're coming into it now and pushing.
And it's a game of the Olchan Echewn Nile. Gray, Dolchan Alaina, agus took us due Val stay. Agus Samuel Mar, Boscullion, Shechat in the back to Tarsing. Agus Batu Lachkarate, Daratul, Ainishin. What a save this was.
It's brilliant, it stood up again. Brilliant play from Gray again. It stood up there, and it's a fantastic save from Scotland to get a hand to it.
Gerdwood in this jacket can know you Namashat, agus Foss Klugeshow. Agus China stay in. Oh, Samuel Mirville. Agus Haddock in the stay in motion the diver. He Dara. Agus the pearl about the Muyu Hood. Anish to the Heen. Agus Kieran Diver. Wacha Kutramach. Senior Coach Geramach. Hagabachig. Agus Aisen a pearl line. Ahead Johnstone Burgh to Dash Kuhn. And we felt that was coming. Gordon and Kieran Diver at the second attempt made no mistake.
Yeah, they had a couple of good chances in the last 5-10 minutes, and it's an absolutely fantastic save initially for Kelvin Mason, but Kieran Diver doing what he does there. He's alive to it, he's falling in, and he gets into the back of the net, into the roof of the net. Brilliant finish.
Can the Vaughan, the Cheval was straight. I guess the Norson, Savel Matt of Vaughan. Kelvin Mason, great save. He thinks he's done the hard bit. And that's quite a tight angle, he finishes it well. Yeah,
it's a really sore one on the goalkeeper, because it takes that deflection, he adjusts his feet and he gets a big hand on it. But as I said, Diver's falling in there, and it's one each, and probably deserved over the last 5-10 minutes.
Just looking back at this incident, the build-up to the goal, Gordon. This challenge here from Bald. He's already in a yellow. It's a nasty one.
Yeah, it's
the Johnstone Burgh manager, understandably, is asking a question about that.
Yeah, for me it is a yellow card. It's very similar to the one that was in the middle pitch before.
Shokara McKell, look at that McIntyre. I guess Shechat. I think of course me you can do that at all, like you can all you Diver. I guess I shouldn't Matt. Gilgay took the try. I guess you cash Yerak if it's just Scott Gray in the Darakash Vuyain. I guess when you're Checo Sapia reach it, Aaron Mason around the lake, I guess Scott Gray find the Darakash Vuya. Well, we felt so many players walking a tightrope, Gordon, and Scott Gray unhappy to get that second yellow card. Felt Mason went down a bit too easily, but he gave the ref a decision to make.
Yeah, I think he called it probably in the first half and the second half, with so many players starting to rack up the yellow cards again. It looks very soft to me, there's not a lot of contact in there, but you could see with this official that there was potential for a red card today.
Rashian Shin. Mullen, Gaga. Lafferty. Oh, Rashin fat the follow. He had a sighter earlier on. He's getting closer, Gordon.
He definitely has. That was much closer, much better effort there from Lafferty. As I said, he scored a couple of free kicks in league games over the last month or two, so
maybe fine, try it. Agus gaan je Weingek Tranent, Tolletje de Genunsi at the Varach. Juvau, agus gaat toe het in je Gael Nikke. good delivery, and Stuart McCann wasn't too far away from getting his head in it.
Yeah, I think Kelby Mason's just complained he was getting pinned there. He couldn't really move, but again, good from Johnstone Burgh to try and stop that line of him coming through.
Catholic and Mullen, Cumbernauld gaan het duizig in de vaart. Daar op de bosje en jachtig stuur je gele. Gary, je fijn gel met de shin. Lafferty. Agus had a shin fat the fall of the ish. He's had the kind of some to the bosje en jelle. McCann, Agus had the fine shin en jelle Tranent bullige crutch en shin. Straight the flipping Oshay. A chain. So Johnstone Burgh a shot. Mullen Uadilla. There's the eerste diver. Carl shot. Blistjuk. O'Neill. I guess had Nilla te zijn. Fall off. Pool is een klikker daar nog geheen. Lafferty. Daar uit bij de hoek al. Van een vaste goal. De Gumal Pell. Sinds een karamelleke wie ik Mullen. Paul de hele hoek al een schech. Agus O'Neill grankuig shechad agus amach puchtige sin het coolú chmikitadach chamach gereidje de sin agus Johnstone Burgh brisje gedéis Mason chechat de ruka de sin svaroat het hoshach the diver a mi hollage Kieran Diver wanted the ball played into him there, but you can understand Aaron Mason had sat up nicely for him to have the shot. It's not a shield and Chich Mian has to skip it. Well, there's the game of Innick. Morgan of Val, like you need to do, so Daniel Neal, the Puchtig Suez. Val Tra, Chinestay, Shechat, Diver, Agus, Lafferty, Eula, Gronka Gadashka and Nord, Mason, Hiligastay. Oh, Agus, Jew, Pavan. But to the wee evokes it. Great hit, but it was straight at the keeper from Ross Davidson.
Yeah, it was a really good hit. He catches it really well, good technique. It all starts with a great cross from Mullen and it makes Dean Brett defend the back post.
A few minutes before we head for penalty kicks, Gordon, who's your man of the match today?
There's a few contenders, but I think I'm going to go for guy who got the equaliser. I thought he had a really good start to the game and then he's had a really good second half and he's got his team back into the cup final, so Kieran Diver.
Geen minutje te goeie waren. Paul Chinestevan en Norshein. Paul Larp gaan nog goed. Agus. Wel hoe is in Soeg in de rate mag. Stuart McCann again with a header and but for the deflection that was going in, Gordon.
Yeah, he gets up really well. Stuart McCann, as he always does. Maybe just doesn't catch it quite as clean as he wants. It comes off the defender.
Mullen was de duise maar ha. Je shot een voor de vijand. Daar het tuil, je was karamelle, Paul de heilige magike. Nu is mooi na engine, Paul ook al een shot karam met je goed, Agus. Oh, Galava got him. I think again it was McCann, and he's gone so close again, he just couldn't sort out his feet when the ball came to him there.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I think when it comes to him, I don't know if he's maybe just taking a wee bit of surprise. He just can't get his feet quite right. They get back, Kelby Mason swallows it up.
Viola, Coram Paul, de hoek al eens tegen. Misschien een paar keer recht goed te gaan terug. Misschien terug. Shechat, de van je tarsing zinnen, goed je met jedde in de game, maar je haasje het al. De pleven pennis, gileo er goed. In de defense, Agus. Well, had the good eye shin. That's maybe too keen, the ball moving and Luke Scully and delaying it, and all that contributed to Dean Brett moving.
Yeah,
the ball wasn't moving, he just went to Venus Cumbernauld now. Kelby Mason, Suring. I guess Johnstone Burgh, Ed Hoshach, is hier de finish achtergezet. Ben Miller, met de legaal, Dara. The finish is up. It's on Tranent. Nuringas in the final dash, Koeman. Suring, she is, we shall get a notch. Well, Shosach, look at the game. Kieran Diver, Pascli, Senyalachino Merach, Sipi. Just as Ben Miller slotted one away to the left, Diver left footed into the right corner.
Yep, similar to Miller's, whipped across him. Really nice penalty.
Shane Goodrich for Bold. Oh, you saw Luke! Short runner, and Luke Scullion read where the Tranent keeper was putting that. Good save. For a ball, the coin court also be gal the finish up. Oh, Vashin Fash, Gahuad Einstein. This Hashin is Jack. Goalie read that, but just couldn't get enough of a hand on it. Hakuch, but Dr. Johnstone Burgh. I guess Hakuch with the start. Pressure penalty, missed that, and the cup was lost. Real
pressure penalty, and a fantastic penalty. Whips it across his body and his side net, absolutely excellent.
Kai Lafferty, le caught him, the Kuchba Vinyik. This to win it.
Yeah, and they've probably got the right man there, a guy who's been in some high pressure situations.
Well, Akuchim in the show. Danek, Johnstone Burgh, Ulle Kentje de Gele, Lawn Kentje, Tarsin Gart in de Gele, Mien de Pathje, Agus Lafferty, Ursana Kuchbe Vinyik, Bonus spot finish, and now Kelby Mason, Lafferty, Agus Art, Suez, Gananian, Agus Johnstone Burgh, Ede Kuchbe Vinyik, Brenya Merak Sipi, and that's what you want from the penalty kick, decisive, powerful, high up into the corner, where the goalkeeper has least chance of getting it. Yeah,
he'd made up his mind and he whips it and he hits it with power. And again, Mason can't keep it away, excellent penalty under pressure.
Looks tight, and is the doors to get the foul. More guys than Murdo McKinnon. It's in the Kuchbe Vinyik, I guess, More. Two clubs who have been on the floor, you could say, in recent years, Gordon, but they've raised themselves up, and for Johnstone Burgh now, this will be a real fillip for them as they look to progress further again.
Yeah, well, they'll need to go and use this as a sort of catalyst now to push on again next season.
This is the decisive penalty again, Gordon, and the goalkeeper did go the right way, but it's just that height and power means he wasn't going to get near it.
Yeah, it's when you go high, you know, you give the goalkeeper a problem. As I said, really decisive penalty in a pressure situation, but as I said at the time, you know, a guy who's played at a very top level and, you know, be able to handle that no problem, and he sticks it away.
And you can see it means just as much to him. Still at his age, he's obviously won Premier League title, the Scottish Cups, League Cups, he's won titles in Italy as well, but you can see how much that meant to him to score the winning penalty.
Questions maybe about the goalkeeper there in the Tranent goal, but this was almost the start of Tranent's downfall in a way. You can see the defensive line there going deeper and deeper and deeper, and Lafferty probably thinks he should have scored that.
Yeah, and I think there was a wee chance just before that. Stuart McCann nearly got in at the front post, and that was the 1 minute later, and that was when he could start to feel that momentum building in the game.
Look, from a Johnstone Burgh point of view, at that point they were building into the match, as we said. The goal came eventually from Kieran Diver. We're hoping to speak to him shortly. His impact in this game, because he did not stop running, and in this particular instance he was in the right place at the right time.
He was, and you know, he's made a habit of that over the last probably 3 or 4 seasons. You can see when it's pulled back with McCann, it takes a deflection. It's a brilliant save from Kelby Mason, and Kieran Diver's just in there, and again it looks a few yards out there, it looks easy, but he's got the presence of mind to lift it into the roof of the net, which, you know, that's a striker's finish.
And you mentioned this before the match, that both these sides have a lot of quality. The thing that struck me about Johnstone Burgh, they were building attacks in so many ways.
Luke Scullion, Kirkley here the finish sin the ball to skipper the Tranent. O'Neill Kutmach Kutjach she's in a machine hele so Kuchbe with a lot of fair they'll try it. Camera needy hook cars we tras again mach goodig Kuhn is on a chor in a game. Ik heb daar in het zo naartoe het van de pingie ju. Ze try it find the boon afgezet. Ateen Kai Lafferty fair veke jidder. Care try shin Kutjach I guess. Nish Kieran Diver le unvuil. Ik heb ook al maar ha. I guess een isje van haar doen waar shin. Skip a coach in is to find the boon afgezet. Zo'n noos gebied natuurlijk UC de naartoe Eric Esplin tok aan de groep bij Shelton kere Johnstone Burgh had Cooper Juniors en Halap Vinnik is een David le fiket se koog hier turus aan het licht de schech pliene haal nog taachjes in de skippe aan de Jerak is gal eigenlijk tok al de groep bij Immerich show agus bekien nach de shin de baten de goorschere nach aan de David le en het highlight de Woodburn wash en ik verhel het van Penna shot het Vinnik show ju if the Penna's murder McKinnon could the groep bij laat agus shot Jalavela is be at the
trophy, particularly a trophy like this, 138 years of the Junior Cup. It's a special day.
Yeah, absolutely. I think especially as players, it's a relatively short career, and you don't know how many of these occasions you'll get. I say that to our players all the time. To win cups, to win titles. You've really got to savour it, and I'm sure the Johnstone Burgh boys will tonight.
Well done to you both. You can breathe now. I hope you can hear me as well, Murdo. I'll start with yourself. Promotion last season. Junior Cup this season. It's you've been very successful so far as Johnstone Burgh manager. You've been very successful so far as Johnstone Burgh manager.
Yeah, so far so good. Promoted last year into the top league, first time in 20 years, and the lads have been fantastic this season. We've had a great campaign, competing against this man here's team who have been phenomenal as well. So it's been a brilliant season. This camp's off. This is tremendous.
Kieran, you're closer to me, you can probably hear me now. How tiring was that match for you? You put absolutely everything into it.
It's probably the most tired I've ever been playing football. I think just with the crowd and stuff like that, a big game, you're already tired before you've even started running. But I felt as the game got longer, I felt as if I was growing into the game a lot more and felt a lot sharper and stuff like that as the game went on.
What about the belief within the side? You were of course a goal down, you would have been disappointed with that, but did you feel it was coming, the goal?
We've been a goal down many a time since I've been here, and we always seem to find a way back. It doesn't faze us as a team. We always know we'll get a chance and we'll get another one. We just keep digging in. The boys are great at it. So yeah, and at no point I thought we'd lose the game. We were 1-0 down. I knew we'd still get another chance.
Did you feel the same, Murdo? Did you feel the boys could get that goal? Because you're the one making the decisions as well, and you've got the game plan after all.
Absolutely. Like I say, the team have come back from behind and adversity many times this season. Tranent are a really good side. I thought they played some really good football and controlled the game for the early stages of it. But I always believed that we could come back. I always believed that we could get the goal. When I've got this guy beside me, and Big Kyle and Stuart McCann and players like that can come on and score goals, then it can happen. So delighted.
Can I just lastly see from a manager's perspective, Murdo, like the treble change was quite bold. I could see up in the commentary box, like you were getting your heads together and it felt like you were going to go quite big on that. Was that something you just done at a time, or were you thinking at half time, if it's not going our way, we might go with 2 or 3 rather than just a single change?
It's something we've done a few times this year, Moff, and it's things are not going really well. We're not getting a foothold in the control of the game. I just felt the change was necessary, and to say that the 3 changes, absolutely, we want to go and try and get a positive change in the game and try and get ourselves back into it, try and go and put them under a bit of pressure, make them defend, and obviously be able to bring on Big Kyle and stuff like that, and Davo, who's a really experienced player in the middle of the pitch, to get his foot on it. I just didn't think we were retaining the ball well enough, and I thought the lads that came on the pitch made a real difference for us. They
definitely swung it.
Well, we're talking about substitutes. We can sub you both out for Kyle just now, if that's okay. We'll keep one of those microphones, but honestly, to the two of you, Kieran and Murdo, well done, and enjoy the celebrations as well.
Thank you.
I'll take the other mic off as well. Kyle, thanks so much for speaking to us. Firstly, just you've won a few trophies in your time, you've achieved a lot in your career. Where does this rank for you, the Junior Cup?
It's a final. You always want to get to finals, no matter what standard you're playing in. I know when I first signed for the club, that was the first thing they said to me: we need to win the Scottish Cup. That's the cup we want. It's been a long time since they're even in a final, never mind winning it. So obviously it means everything to the community, not just the club. Just look at the turnout today from Johnstone Burgh lads. It was brilliant, and obviously we got over the line.
What do you remember about the Equalizer? Because you got a sore one in the build-up.
I don't even know what happened. I haven't seen it. I took one of the players stood my ankle and I was down, but whenever I heard all the fans celebrating, obviously I'm up, but honestly I don't know what happened. I know Diver scored, but that was all.
Brilliant. Well, you can watch it back later on, Kyle, but that's all we've got time for just now.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us as well. I'll take that off you as well. Thank you. Nearly dropped that.